What's in a word? Saint Athanasius, or I'd like to call him Saint Anthony Tenacious, because he was tenacious against the heresy, against orthodoxy, that Jesus was not the same essence as Christ. He was born 293 in Alexandria, Egypt. He was no doubt a student in the cathedral schools and learned his rhetoric as well as logic there. He was endowed with a sense of humor and often mocked as the Black Dwarf because he was a little bit shorter than everybody else. His main arguments against, or his whole life was against Arius. Who had the heresy that Jesus was a created being in the sense of being created, as you can see by the diagram here, where Jesus is lower than God and not of the same essence. Now he believed that Jesus was created in the sense of being created. Arianism had its great following because it was in the influence of the schools and the counterpart of the universities and seminaries of the day. In the Council of Nicaea, where a bunch of bishops got together, they described the two terms homoousios and homoousios. Now you can think, that's just a squabble over words, which Constantine said. Homoousios means of the same nature, so God being God and the eternal Son being eternal at the same God, and homoousios of similar nature. Now you can think, oh, this is only a squabble against words, or squabble against words. And that's what Constantine said, and he sort of exiled St. Athanasius to say, get out, you know. Later on, after Constantine died, he came back under a different emperor, Constantine II, and then he got exiled again. Various different emperors either brought him back or exiled him again. So Athanasius definitely had, you know, quite a life of being exiled and then being pardoned again. Under Julian the Apostate, 362, he invited everyone to come back. So even the Arianism followers of Arius came back, and same with St. Athanasius. He didn't mind too much because it was all just a pagan religion is what he wanted to unify across the country. So he brought everyone back. Now, St. Athanasius died, and later after his death, in 381, the Nicene Creed, which was based on the Athanasius Creed, was formulated. So he never actually saw Arianism being defeated. But this is an extraordinary man that made his stamp on the history of the Church, as he held dear to his Catholic heritage and the orthodoxy of Jesus being the same essence as the Father. Now, what is his thoughts for his life? Well, it's very important. It's not just a squabble over words. This was actually very deep into the Godhead of the essence of Jesus. So we take his example as being someone that was very tenacious. So like I said in the beginning, it wasn't St. Athanasius, but St. Anthony Tenacious.